Have you ever thought about the mark you want to leave on the world?
Not really. I have not been feeling motivated of late.
Maybe considering it could give you the motivation you need.
Perhaps another time.
Want to know the important factors you must consider when leaving your legacy behind? Whether your legacy are tangible or intangible assets, whether your gifts are for loved ones, relatives, friends, community, or some other entity, do you know how to protect your life's work? This video will give you what you must know to ensure your wishes are met, exactly the way you want. For the best professional and personal development solutions, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. For over 30 years I have helped many people in their journey to success. And now, it's your turn. A legacy is something people leave behind that reminds others of their existence. It could be in a tangible form such as a house, or money, or an intangible form, such as works of art, or intellectual property. Each type of legacy comes with its own challenges, but it doesn't have to be a big gesture. Grand does not always equate to meaningful. Your legacy could be simply the memories you leave in the lives of those you have touched. Why is it important to leave a legacy? It brings awareness to the finite timing of life. Everything in this life is temporary, because life itself is temporary. Working on your legacy makes this reality clear. It brings perspective on what's important. It can be easy to take what's important for granted. Relationships with loved ones, your health, the roof over your head. Having a perspective on what's important helps you feel gratitude for what you have. It can be a motivator to create the life you want. Your legacy is your end goal. It is how you will be remembered after you have moved on from this life. Knowing that you are in the process of creating your thank you to life can be motivating. You are remembered as adding value during your lifetime. Knowing that you left your mark on the world, and it is a better place because you existed, is powerful. A powerful motivator, a powerful pursuit, and a powerful gift to future generations. Your loved ones are cared for when you are gone. Life can be challenging, but you can give your loved ones a brighter start by providing the resources for them to weather the storms of their lives. You give others a chance in life. Your loved ones are not the only ones who deserve every chance life can offer. In the world, there is always someone in need. Common choices include relatives, as they may have a great impact on your life. Friends and community, because sometimes they are closer and more supportive than family. Charities and other global institutions such as universities or hospitals could also be on your list. The value of leaving a legacy may be obvious, but what is not as obvious are the factors you need to consider to protect your life's work. Whether your legacy is for family, friends, community, charity, or some other entity, you should seek professional advice to avoid making mistakes that could jeopardize your gift. Comment below and tell me, what is your legacy to the world? Life can be complicated, and leaving a legacy is no different. It can be a minefield of rules, a mountain of paperwork, and a maze of regulations. It is important to get proper advice as the rules are different for each country, or even each district within a single country. Knowing where to go for impartial advice can be the first step. Do your research and also consider these options. Governmental services. Governmental services, for example, your Citizens Advice Bureau, can be a good way to obtain free or relatively inexpensive advice. Legal services. Use legal services to understand your country's laws and regulations on what is permissible for both tangible and intangible assets. Be mindful that laws may also differ according to state, district, county, or region within a single country. Financial services. Use financial services to understand the cost of leaving your legacy behind. For example, leaving an inheritance to your loved ones may incur heavy inheritance taxes and other hidden costs. Another important factor to ensure your wishes are honored is to have both a will and power of attorney, regardless of your adult age, income, social status, or legacy intentions. A will is the main way to ensure your wishes are met after your death. Use it to communicate how, when, and who you would like to leave your legacy to. A power of attorney is one of the only ways to ensure your wishes are met, when you no longer have the capacity to make decisions for yourself, but you are still alive. You can decide at which point the power of attorney becomes active, so you don't lose control over your decisions. You may be able to use a general power of attorney, or need different power of attorneys for different areas of your life, for example, one for health, and a separate one for your finances. Also, be mindful of the impact of specific forms within other plans you own. This is overlooked by many people. For example, beneficiary forms for a retirement portfolio may supersede the intentions set out in your will. There may be many things to consider, but remember, your true legacy is not necessarily the big philanthropical moments. It could be as simple as how you live your life each and every day. Let's summarize what we discussed. It is important to leave a legacy because 1. It brings awareness to the finite timing of life. 2. It brings perspective on what's important. 3. It can be a motivator to create the life you want. 4. You are remembered as adding value during your lifetime. 5. Your loved ones are cared for when you are gone. And 6. You give others a chance in life. Factors to consider to protect your life's work. 1. Do adequate research. 2. Get advice from governmental services. 3. Get advice from legal services. 4. Get advice from financial services. 5. Create a will and power of attorney. And 6. Be mindful of separate documentation on your other plans. Okay. Let's see how Susie does when she uses the guidance.
Have you ever thought about the mark you want to leave on the world?
Not really. I have not been feeling motivated of late.
Maybe considering it could give you the motivation you need.
You could be right. Would you like to chat about it now?
Sure.
Now you know what to do when leaving your legacy. But have you thought about what that legacy should be? Watch the video, Why You Should Identify Your Life Vision Now, for guidance on what you can do to discover your life's purpose, so your legacy is aligned with your reason for being. I have created a free professional assessment just for you, so you can measure your potential for success. You can access the free assessment at the link in the description section. I have also included other resources to help you get greater insight and tips on this topic. I am always adding new videos to give you the techniques and secrets used by the best in the field. Check them out here so you don't miss out.
And remember, if you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.